I am sorry. Look, I know we have a huge rough start. Pond and sand doesn't really work. But we both agreed Dune was going to be profitable. Arrakis is filled with sand. It was obvious. And the movie coming out, it was obvious. I am sorry the fact that I didn't look. Both of us didn't even see the front cover. There was grass. This is a first listen for me. Look, calm down. Let's just calm down and think these through, all right? I don't need that tone of voice, sir. Look, can I talk to Marcia? The woman that you always call Marcia, she who got up this whole deal? No. Look, let's just calm down. Can you do that? Sand is still important in the book. After you see this... Yeah, no, look. Marcia is a clever woman. I'm sure she can instigate this and help us go through. We're not getting anything from this deal really. It's just it's a loud shout out for you. And I think we just touched, I think we're gonna hit 100 subscribers. You'll be able to be seen by 100 people. That's more than what we had before. Good. Relax. Just relax. I'm sure Marcia will let this all through. Clever woman, like I said. Look, let's just take a deep breath, okay? In and out. Calm. There we go. There we go. Come on. All right. Well, I hope it works out because sand is the biggest sponsor for us. I know you do nothing. Crap. Well, this is Dune 3. Hello, and welcome to this part of the pond, where it's the Bullfrog and the one, the only, Newt.
Face reveal at 100,000 subscribers.
No refunds. It all began with a title Baby Frog suggested. And we wanted to finish the trilogy, the first trilogy. We're not going to go into the others. We're just going to stick with this one. Frank Herbert's Children of Dune. And with soft feet and hoping we don't wake a sandworm, the Bullfrog is going to finish this. Arrakis, popularly known under the nickname of Dune. The home of the seat of the intergalactic empire, and now to be inherited by the twins, by Paul's twins, Leto and Jemima. No, that's not it. I'm bad with names. I do not know how to pronounce your name. Take no offense, I couldn't pronounce her name. And that took 3 videos. Straight. And I still couldn't say it right. So I'm gonna nickname you Her. So, where Leto and Her is about to inherit, but they're too young. 9 years of age. The great empire has been under the regency of Aliyah. Aliyah. And all are unsure about her now. Something is tipping her off. And more than that, there are still whispers of another assassination. Could this one have more of a success?
The body.
And something greater now comes. She who was not in the last book is coming. Lady Jessica. Why is she coming back? It's been over a decade, maybe 15 years since we've ever dealt with Lady Jessica. And yet she comes. Is she now in league with the Bene Gesserits? Is she here to challenge Aliyah? Or is she here just because she wants to say, grandbabies? But her coming may lead to a civil war? House Atreides. Are you going to go on 3 fronts? Or 2? We do not know. Oh, what does this mean? Whispers of Fremen standing up. Allies are wavering. Some may be eager to become the villain. And not to mention the fact that Dune itself is faltering. Where's the sand? Dune is shaking. The galaxy is quaking. We must know what is going to happen next. And you'll be saying that constantly, people. Because what is going to happen next? What is Jessica going up to? What the actual crap is happening? I listen to a ton of books. Check out my hours. Yeah, this is it currently, people. Done it. And when you listen to too many books, you can start to feel the heartbeat, if you will. It's like as you listen or read a book, you can go, wait a minute, there's the author's heartbeat, and I see what's going to happen next. And guess what? I was right. How do you know this, Bullfrog? I listen to books. I go through a lot of them. Now, Dune. I can't hear the heartbeat. What's going on? Dune Messiah. Okay. I still have no idea what's going on. Children of Dune. I know squat nothing. How did he do this? I can't predict it. Frank Herbert, I see why everyone praises you. You are frickin' awesome. I'm going to be frickin' frank with Frank here, okay? This is really well structured. I know everyone compliments Dune and how awesome it is. This compliment is about the trilogy, the structure of it. The first book is frickin' amazing. The second book feels like the perfect puzzle piece to the first one. These two just fit together so well. And now you have the third book. And it just suddenly answers everything. Not the sense of, here's a mystery. Oh, this is the answer. No. The answer is structure. The first book deals with actions. The second book is more like understanding the actions and what does it entail. The third book is the consequences. You've done this in the past, and lo and behold, it's now, you know the phrase, this is going to bite you in the A? Well, those teeth are right in my A right now. This is the structure of this trilogy. And that is a firm bite. Dang those teeth. Dang those teeth are frickin' sharp. Do not sit on a sandworm, people. It frickin' hurts. And that's what he does. He builds a sandworm out of words. This is what the trilogy is. The tail, the middle, and then now here's the teeth. Ow! Ow. This is really coordinated. I am amazed at how he does this. This is really well done. I don't think I've ever read a trilogy quite as elegantly put together. The Lord of the Rings trilogy is really one linear story. That is good. I'm not saying this is bad. No, this is really good. But the way how Frank Herbert structures 3 different stories and yet make them feel coordinated in such an interweaving way is jaw-dropping. Action, reaction, consequence. Are there videos here in the space of YouTube talking about this? Throw it down in the comments. We want to know. If you can find those videos, please tell us. Because if not, we may have to talk about this. And Newt is a slow reader. So we may have to wait a bit for this one, Newt. But wow! And the way how he does his characters and is very interesting, but the philosophy of these books and the writings that he does. Good. And speaking of, my last video, when I talked about Dune Messiah and how there was not that much meat in this well-flavored steak, well, guess what? There's steak with this flavor. This is nice. This is the size steak I was hoping for from the last book. I'm going to dig into this one. Character arc. Characters. I'm sorry. It's very, very hot. So much is happening at once. Whew. 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 It is spicy. Wow.
I can see through time.
And words. Oh, this one. Oh, I need to lay down for this one. Wow. Children of Dune. Talk about aged properly. Wow. It's all good. This is Flavortown with meat. And all I can say is, yes. I listened to this audioly, and so this is not really going to hurt the rating system, but it's just something that needs to be addressed. Dune, the narration was jonky. You have a constant narrator and character narrators, but they weren't exactly narrations for the exact character. Here's the constant narrator, character narrator, then goes gone. Character narrator goes gone. But it's not, but the constant narrator does it still. It was jarring. Second book, we had chapters. Not as much, but we had chapters. Okay. This one was non-existent. It was an actual linear narrator. Now, I could have listened wrong, and everyone just sounded like him, maybe. All I can say is one thing, it didn't throw me off. Now, let's get to it. The rating system. Here, if you're not new to the pond, here we have a unique rating system. We rate books, movies, and shows 1 out of 7. Why? It's an odd number. Where 1 is the crappiest crap that has ever been crapped. Where 4 is this magical middle number. It is exactly there. If it's half empty or half full, it's dependent on us. But 4 is just there, comfortably put. And then 7. Need I say more? Frank Herbert's Children of Dune, and also the Dune series. Where does these go together? Well, Children of Dune being the 3rd book, the ending of a trilogy, has a higher bar, whether it be the last season, last episode, last story, has the highest bar to deal with, because it has to make the whole story satisfaction. That's the word it needs. Not, or. So what just happened? It needs to fulfill everything. The last book. Well, Children of Dune. What do we give you? A potential 7. What does this mean? Well, it means we hold, we wait. Because you know that moment where you get out of the theater and go, that was amazing, that was definitely a 7. Go back, watch it and go, maybe I was overhyping it to myself. Maybe it wasn't as good as I thought. So we wait an entire year. And then once we're done, we see if that potential 7 does become a 7. This is why we have the playlist, Potential 7s. And I hope we can surprise you with some of those videos. And Children of Dune and the Dune trilogy itself gets a potential 7. All of it. Well constructed. Well organized. Talk about wow. And wow. And this was on the recommendation of my little brother, Baby Frog. And Baby Frog also suggested a certain show, just offhandedly, you should watch that. That was Invincible. So, Invincible and Dune, both are potential 7s. Here in the pond, Bullfrog and Newt want to know if you can do it one more time. No pressure or anything. But what's your next recommendation? 2 out of 2 is something. But 3 out of 3, that's the winning streak. So, Baby Frog, think on it. You did a show. You did books. Let's see if you can recommend a movie. So 3 for 3 in all things, maybe. So trifecta, a true winning streak. Let's see if he can do it. Until then, Baby Frog, this is the Bullfrog and the Newt signing out. And before we go and say goodbye, this is how much of an amazement these Dune books have done. I bought this because the books were that good. I'm looking forward to the movie, yeah, but also, this was just so good. This deserved to be a mug. I needed this. And 7 or not, I felt like I didn't lose anything at all.